Today, this speech is to inform. I'm going to inform you today about catch fencing in NASCAR, or in general, all racing, because all racetracks have what's known as a catch fence. A catch fence, by definition, is a fence designed to catch falling or flying debris or otherwise absorb impact. And here is a photo of a catch fence. And as you can see, where the catch fence separates the racetrack and the grandstands, and the only thing basically that is separating you, the race fan, from the action on the track, from a spinning car or a car flipping that could possibly go into the grandstand, is that catch fence and the wall. Now, I have a love for NASCAR events, and I understand the risk as a spectator. And you should too, if you decide that you want to partake and go to one of these events. Because there is risk involved. There's risk in anything you do, but if you go to a racetrack, you assume the risk. It even states on the back of your ticket that the racetrack is not responsible for accidents and for loss of personal belongings or anything of that nature. Now, this year at the Daytona International Speedway, during the Nationwide Series race, there was a really bad accident involving Kyle Larson. Tony Stewart, however, he won the race. I am a Tony Stewart fan. He won the race, so I was happy that he won. But the events after the race, I wasn't very happy. And you could tell with Tony Stewart's interview after the race that he wasn't happy either. And I'll go ahead now and I'll show you what happened on that very last lap at Daytona.
Kyle Larson did climb from that machine. You heard from him a minute ago. And there you see the result of that crash. And we'll wait for word from, again, Speedway and NASCAR officials on the situation on the grandstand side of that fence. And our fingers crossed.
That wreck there involved Kyle Larson, whose car went airborne. It went into the catch fence and destroyed some of the catch fencing that surrounded the speedway. There were several fans that did get injured. And you can tell with the concern that Tony Stewart had after the race was over, because he was in no jovial mood. Now, racing will always be a dangerous sport. I mean, to the drivers, even to the spectators. You go to a race, there's always that possibility that something could happen. And that's the nature of auto sports. The catch fencing is for safety, and like I said earlier, risks are assumed. And debris flying into the stands, such as this year at Daytona. And like I said, that catch fence is designed to keep the car and keep debris away from you, the spectator. And it's also a way, it also helps the competitors by not allowing their cars to actually fly up into the grandstands. It was many years ago where Bobby Allison, he was driving at Pocono, and his car actually flew up into the stands without the catch fence. A part of the track, there was no catch fence. And so he was injured, and he has basically no memory of the accident or any of his career wins in the sport. And so, I mean, I'm going to say in conclusion, NASCAR has made vast improvements on the safety to their drivers as well as a spectator by installing the safer barriers. And they are also looking now to strengthen the catch fence, and also to possibly heighten the catch fence since this accident happened. And so if you go to a race, you can be self-assured that NASCAR and its people are doing everything they can to ensure your safety and your enjoyment at the racetrack. And you can rest assured too that some of the actions that are taken are also designed to help the competitors. But as far as the catch fencing goes, that's what stands between you and a car flying up to the stands. So when you do go to a race, you do accept those risks. There are risks involved. But if you go to a race, I know you'll enjoy it. I do. I love it. I would go to every single race if I could. And I know that there are risks involved, and I'm willing to accept those risks. But that catch fence, they are making vast improvements. And I would say probably in the next 2 to 3 seasons of NASCAR, it's going to be basically where you can sit in those stands and you will have no worry whatsoever about anything, because the way that they do business, and they install safety requirements, and those fences are tested, and so if you go to the race, enjoy it, have fun, and hope to see you at the races.